I know.
There's only one more chaser. Nobody's this hyped this early. They say I'm on drugs. There's only one more chaser. Nobody's this hyped this early. They say I'm on drugs.
But my only drug is hip hop.
You love this life. It's the morning detour on the mighty CKUT 90.3 FM.
It's just the nature of our relationship has to change.
You're now tuned into the Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't happen. We are culture. Nothing moves without us. We just continue to give it away. And it's cool. Everyone can participate. Nike still works with joy. Right. It's just the nature of our relationship has to change.
I know how to be number two.
What?
And that's the problem.
You mean that's
Niggas
the
don't
solution?
know. That's the problem.
That's
the problem.
That's the ball.
Niggas don't know how to play their position. If you're a mechanic, you're a mechanic. If you're a barber, you're a barber. Everybody want to be the chief. Nobody want to be the Indian. Yeah. Nobody want to play lawyer. Right. When I was coming up, my brother was the boss. I wasn't the boss. I was the second in command. So when my brother got out the car, I held the door for him. And when he walked out, I walked next to him like this. I knew how to be number two.
But when did that shit
You're not
happen?
listening to me. It happened my whole life. So what I'm trying to tell you is
crazy.
We in the streets. I know how to be number two.
From jump?
Nigga, I am rich. Okay? Hold on. Yo, both mics. I am rich.
Talk that talk, Joe.
I can't stop making money. I just make it. I'm being honest with you. When I'm around my little brother Khaled, I am not richer than him. So I open the door.
There it is.
I'm speeding the highways to make it to you, but there's too much traffic between us. I promise I'll make my way right back to you. So set the table for two, cause I'm coming home. I'll be there at 5. 4:45, I'm barely pulling up the driveway. Was with the homies, getting high like Friday. Casey and JoJo, time slipped away from me. 6:05, still on my way. On a 405, and it's stuck on state. Look, I ain't trying to make your head turn gray. Waiting for me, I'm en route, baby, save me a play, yeah.
Y'all about to find out who I am. It's the real Svetlana.
It's about to get real in here.
It's the Morning Detour Show.
I'm speeding the highways to make it to you, but there's too much traffic between us. I promise I'll make my way right back to you. So set the table for two, cause I'm coming home. I'll be there at 5. 4:45, I'm barely pulling up the driveway. Was with the homies, getting high like Friday. Casey and JoJo, time slipped away from me. 6:05, still on my way. On a 405, and it's stuck on state. Look, I ain't trying to make your head turn gray. Waiting for me, I'm en route, baby, save me a play, yeah. I'm speeding the highways to make it to you, but there's too much traffic between us. I promise I'll make my way right back to you. So set the table for two, cause I'm coming home. Doing 85 on the 105. Looking at the dash just to see what the clock say. CHP dodging while I'm on the highway. CPT, gotta blame it on my DNA. 705, still on my way. On the 101, missing 101 with you. I ain't trying to make your head turn gray. Waiting for me on the route, baby, save me a play. Yeah. I'm speeding your highways to make it to you. But there's too much traffic between us. I promise I'll make my way right back to you. So set the table for
Life is good, eh? Car fast as fuck. Ain't got pulled over once while I was acting up. 120 while I'm headed to Sonoma. I ain't turning down no fades. No, I don't need any soldiers, eh? I might fly you down to Florida tonight. Miami where the water stays warm. Baby, we can do what we like. Baby, we can do what we want. Life is good, eh? Another one. Life is good, eh? We do what we want. Hey, we do what we want. Life is good, eh? Roll another one. Life is good, eh? We do what we want. Hey, we do what we want. Life is good, eh? Car fast as fuck. You got pulled over once while I was acting up. 120 on my way to Calabasas. I ain't taking any trailers. I ain't getting any passes. I ain't never getting it today. Maybe to Toronto where it's cold. Everything but the weather, girl, I got it under control. And we could do what we want, baby, tell me why. Life is good, eh? Another one. Life is good, eh? We do what we want. Hey, we do what we want. Life is good, eh? Another one. Life is good, eh? We do what we want. Hey, we do what we want.
got some problems yesterday, but I feel good today. I'm on a different wave, I ain't need to float the same way. I be out in the maze, at the corner of the club.
My new baby, he protect, keep it real and never stress, all that pain, I let it go, go. Give me love, I need more. You accepted all my baggage, overrode my bad habits, all the pain, I let it go, go. Give me love, I need more. So you said God in my heart, put it up and down. And all the things that I feel, like you straight out the box. It's brand new, whoa. Don't know what you do, no. Baby, you making me feel the way you got me feeling things. I'm scared to say what you mean, cause to me it might be everything. I never felt a love like this. Going through a crisis. No, I never felt a love like this. In a crisis, you give me the vibes that you ain't like other niggas. Baby, I'm just hoping you don't do me different. I can't believe this is what I've been missing. When I talk, you really listen. Got me wanna post you on the ground, claim you as my man. Love me for me and never who I am. A lot of niggas in love with the idea of me, but they got no fucking idea. The way you made me feel like I know my exes. Fell for you and wiped them off of my collection. I put my happiness in your possession, so don't you let it fall, baby, protect it all.
Dripping like ice. Come every night. Feelings on dynamite. My love is explosive, send chills up to my spine. Breathing, enjoy the high.
Montreal, my city. Day and night. September 9th.
It's different every time we make love.
DJ Maddie, we're gonna slow down this morning. It's the best of R&B. It's the Morning Detour. It's the mighty CKUT 90.3 FM. Lambos in the building. If y'all ain't know, we poolside. You catch us on Twitch, we on Facebook, we on YouTube. It's one destination, Detour 514. It's going out to all the lovers. You know how we doing things this morning. We're smoothing out, pulling out my Drake Barry White. I'm going to have to perm my hair this Friday. Big Will going to bring me to the salon. I want all the curls to just drip on you. Montreal might say, let's get it.
Gripping, dripping like ice. Come every night. Feelings on dynamite. Our love is explosive. Send chills up to my spine. Breathe in, enjoy the high. I crave it day and night. It's different every time we make love. The way the body's swaying. The feeling is killing, but it's kind of contagious. Yeah, but it just can't pull out. I like how you sway. 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 For your talk up for minutes. You can't keep my name out your mouth. I'm like your dentist. We keep going back and forth, Sabrina and Dennis. Every single day, a different place, a different feeling, yeah. I need more, don't make me wait right now. Give all that you can take right now. These walls will never say right now. It's different every time we make love. So how your body's swaying. The feeling is killing, but it's kinda can't do that nonchalant. This it ain't even that type of party. That's how you know it's God. Can't be nobody I call my shorty.
Let me turn up Lambo's mic. I'm getting too much comments. I ain't turning your mic up right, boy. That confusion, Lambo.
Oh,
boy.
People coming at you.
Well, listen, they say you throw it at her, and sometimes her mic is not on. You know what I mean? Maddie, you know you're gonna pull up this tune, you know. Capella great. I thought you were gonna play this after the opening break, but I guess we're gonna kick it off early. Much on my city. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Listen, I don't know, man. I'm living the lifestyles of the rich and famous.
That's right.
The pool is heated. I pulled up here. I saw some steam coming from the thing. Oh boy, can't go back to the hood after you come to Pancourt. You know how things are going on, man. Number the best hip hop, R&B, trap music. I think Big Will is up in here again, man. Big Will and friends, man. He brought some friends. See how things are going. I don't know why DJ Maddie has a racket. Okay, I ain't gonna talk no more on the song. Let's him play.
Want you bad, but I can't do confusion. No, can't be nobody I call my girl.
I would rather both of us be honest. Sometimes I gotta act like it's nothing. I heard you for the streets and you running. That's how you coming. You gotta let me know. I refuse to let it get me out looking stupid. Only who can stand me in my back is Cupid. When you look like that, I know you got some losers. I know you losers. Stop with the illusions. Say that she's suffering, that's not a girl you cool with. How could you blame me for playing it safe? Acting like you really feel the way. Oh, that's nonsense. You know I gotta take my call. I could blame it on your lips, your touch, your kiss, you know, traditional. But your love's so original. You're anything but conventional. Baby, did you know that from the moment we fell in, you knew we couldn't fall back. Knew I'd always crawl back. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, oh, baby, it's the everything, no trying. You'll be shining in my silver lining. 'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, yeah, oh, for me. Love the way you teach me, love the way you listen. You know all my details, you're so damn attentive. You got my attention, babe. Can't forget to mention, babe. I'ma keep you lifted.
Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Girls out of work say that they had it. And how many bitches they be, can you miss it?
Y'all about to find out who I am. It's the real Svetlana.
It's about to get real in here.
It's the Morning Detour Show.
You run that mile with me, get some class out with me. Oh, I met your energy, match your fat perfectly. This I can taste of you, want you extensively. I know you was made for me, think you was made with me, shit feel like destiny. 'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, oh, for me. This is such a different thing for me, oh, for me. Baby, it's the everything, no trying.
Y'all about to find out who I am. It's the real Svetlana.
It's about to get real in here.
It's the Morning Detour Show.
I love it when I'm in your car and in your presence. I show you all these songs I wrote about you, baby. I play the songs that you inspire. Baby, home, let's take a ride. I love it when I'm in your car and in your presence.
I'm on your wish, let's get in the wind. I don't know when I'ma be back this way. So come on outside. Got it tinted, they cannot see you. I played her OJ, she was like, okay. What you know about?
What's the T, Anna? Roll this eighth up and get makeup on my T, Anna.
Do it major, not stop like we overseas, nah. I won't get you out your ship on that petite, nah.
So what you saying? We can make it the whole team, Anna. My trousers, baby, bitch, Anna.
No baby shower. Get in my car, in my presence, show you my scars, so you can dance. Ooh, anytime you pull up, I make room. Girl, I keep them vacancies for you.
Pull up on you to see the windows up, they watching us. Run back, you missed the drop. You see the windows up, they watching us. Run back, you missed the drop. I love it when I'm in your car and in your presence. I show you all these songs I wrote about you, baby. I play the songs that you inspire. Baby, home, let's take a ride. I love it when I'm in your car and in your presence. Right, yeah.
I'm never not thinking, I think too much. I keep the feelings tough, playing tough. Hope you don't call my bluff. It's a scary, I'll be getting close. When you're around me, I do the most. Can't hide it, no more it shows. I introduce you to D'Angelo and Esperanza. Trying to impress you is all I do. Stevie Wonder, we feel a mellow, so we play some JD. You up the Kanye, cause I see you waiting. I'm taking you to places you ain't been. My playlist is how you get to know me. Ain't nothing hidden, wear my heart up on my sleeve. But still I keep it Gucci like I'm rocking red and green. You know I'm fire, and I'm your #1 supplier. I take you higher, word to that straight and the Messiah. Hope you play this when you feel euphoria. Yeah, they say they love you, did they write a song for ya? Huh?
Y'all about to find out who I am. It's the real Svetlana.
It's about to get real in here.
It's the Morning Detour Show.
There's only one more chaser. Nobody's this hype this early. They say I'm on drugs.
But my only drug is hip hop.
We love this life. It's the Morning Detour on the Mighty CKUT 90.3 FM.
Next time we should just join each other's live like that. It streams it on each other's.
I know
lives.
it's kind of crazy. Is it that little something on the screen here? But we can't. I got to get you on it a little bit too. They don't want to see me. Big Will's on like 18 different platforms right now. All right, let's get it. 7:19 in the morning. Good morning, Montreal. Good morning, Montreal. Listen, talk about visibility. We are on every platform this morning. We on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, IG, The Real Svetlana, W Moon Chaser. Dito 504, where you want to join the screen? We're going to give them the HD. What am I supposed to do here now? We're on Instagram Live too. I don't know if y'all can hear the same audio. We're looking for another cord to plug in the audio to the Instagram Live as well, so y'all can hear the background music. But good morning. I see everybody's in despair. Some of y'all didn't even know that we were part of the British Commonwealth. You see that white lady on our money? Yeah, she passed away, man. She was the death of Queen Elizabeth II. She was 96, according to the Buckingham Palace. Her death brings closer reign that spanned 7 decades that made her the most recognizable woman in the world. As monarch, the Queen is automatically granted a publicly funded state funeral. Lambo has all kinds of issue with that. In case you don't know, you think because it's in England, no, we're gonna pay for it.
No, we are.
We're all going to pay for it.
People don't understand. They need to learn their history. Everything with the Commonwealth, being a part of the Commonwealth.
Right.
First of all, let's start with the fact that the royal family, I'm going to school some people, but the royal family, okay, the reason why they're wealthy, it's not because they come from a lineage of wealth, okay? They come from a lineage of taking public funding from the people. That's where the money comes from. They use the public's money for everything that they do, for every tour that they go on, every handshake that they do, every funeral, every wedding, everything comes from us.
We're all paying for it.
You know?
This is going to be a great film. You know, when I ever think about the monarch and the British family, I always think about Princess Diana and Charles's wedding. That was a thing. And I've been to England. England is great. I love England. England is great. It's foggy. It's unfriendly. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. So finally, imagine waiting for this your whole life. Yo, Charles was ready to be king like 30 years ago. Imagine how salty he is. Like now he's mad. Oh, like he's king now. I didn't know you guys you guys are so insensitive for the Morning Detour. You guys are never saying what about the Queen. I want everybody to watch. Watch the numbers. We're gonna come back next week. The numbers for The Crown on Netflix are gonna be.
Oh, it's amazing. It's an amazing show. I love that TV series.
So if you're new to the show, we're trying to get our Twitch numbers up. It's our first day doing Twitch. Follow us on Twitch, Detour 514. So if you feel like the show's cutting you short, you have to leave the car, you're in traffic, you're going into work, you can still follow them on Detour on Twitch, Detour 514. This morning, I think we have some kind of an election on October 3rd. I don't know if it's provincial. Listen, we need to get better versed on that.
It's supposed to be provincial.
It's provincial or is it municipal?
It's provincial. It's not municipal.
God damn, who are you voting for? There's so much layers.
Well, we know somebody's just doing municipal, so in a provincial election.
You need to stop it, boy. We like Anderson Cooper in the morning now. It's the Black CN. So, but we have Keaton Clark. He's a candidate from Montreal. Bloc Montreal. He's doing the Maghreb Bourgeois district. Apparently, that's LaSalle. like we don't know nothing, bro. I'm looking at this Maghreb Bourgeois. I thought this was a Hunsik. Nah, it's apparently LaSalle, but he has 30 years in community development. So excited to have him on. We have Youssef. One of the comedians is going to be on the You, Me, and Comedy. Big Will's anniversary. That's September 17th. I think all these promoters want everybody to wear pink all the time.
Oh, good. Now we got our pink cups. These
guys got the Kanye bug. But if you're new to the show, the next 2 hours going to be amazing. We'll give you the latest in hip-hop, R&B, and trap music, local, international news, entertainment, everything's popping, a little bit of society satire. I'm alongside the Nigerian princess, the featured presentation. We call her Lambo because the doors only go up. If you don't have that kind of money, you just don't understand the joke. So how you doing? How you doing this morning, Queen?
I'm doing good. So I'm going on with IG. IG's not liking the fact that we going live. They trying to kick me off. I'm like, I'm going to kick you off. It's okay. They do it to me every once in a while.
We have everything. We on Twitch. We have a little bit of everything. I think we're on your TikTok as well. So everything's going beautiful.
Yeah, they can't stop us. It's all
so
good.
How has your week been?
It's been interesting, meetings and building my business, my brand, and, starting some new projects. It's just like, you just see some really shady, shifty people in the industry. It's really interesting.
Talking about shifty, why is your pool still steaming?
Because it's hot. Forget a hot tub. This is like, I like my pool, and when it's cold outside, I like it when I go swimming in the morning and at night.
Then you wonder why Balarama and them want to charge y'all $5. You bougie summer people. Then you wonder why y'all try and get hit, burning up all the good electricity. No, we got hydro, but goddamn, talk about good water source.
Wow.
I hope you guys watched it. Sell in Montreal, dope YouTube miniseries, Black owned, Black rated. I think 6 professional real estate agents.
Yeah, 100%.
Shout out to the homegirl Capola. We have Cindy. There's a whole bunch of them too. We're gonna do a special with them just now, but their first episode came out, so I want to urge everybody to go watch it. About 16 minutes long. I loved it.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I liked it. I think it's really great to show successful Black women in the industry just Black women doing something, especially in Montreal, because let's be real, I'm gonna keep it real, as you know I always do. There's a lot of hate in Montreal when you do things. You have to leave Montreal to get recognized and to come back. So the fact that these ladies decided to try and do it here, hats off to them, and they got my support.
No, it looked good. What I'm really excited about whenever I get invited to do a reality show is the cutout scenes. So, you know, there's a scene where stuff happened, then the other scene where you kind of like sitting down on the couch. Oh, I'm going to kill those shots. I'm going to kill those shots. I'll be talking mad smack. Because I think my director's cut vibe is the best. Like when I walk you through a scene, my thinking, oh man, it's beautiful stuff. So I saw the movie Nope the other day. Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you.
Nope, I didn't see it.
What? We'll get to the movie, man. It's all over the place, man. I try to support the Black dollar. The homeboy Jordan Peele did the movie. It's great. Once you go to VIP theater, you can't go back to anything else. Have you been to the VIP theater, Lambo? Well, I know you bougie. You don't go to no theater. She got a theater downstairs. She got it dropped down from the ceiling.
No, I've been to the theater. I like that theater. I like bougie VIP theaters. I like where I can drink, put my feet up, chill, feel like I'm at home.
You get the seats heated. There's no armrest in between you. You can recline all the way. Boy, that was a wild movie, man. But yeah, no, it's a little bit out there, man. What's different, you know? I think it was not the first time a Black director does like an alien kind of type of movie, but it was dope. The great actors in there too. Our homeboy, is that the same homeboy from Get Out? Yeah, he's great. I don't know if you guys caught this, the B2K on Drink Champs. Well, minus Omarion. I loved it, man. I loved it. The recording business is so filthy.
It's always filthy. The business, the entertainment industry is dirty as hell. You know, there's a lot of stuff, but you would be surprised that even in fashion and not every other industry, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of messed up people, really shifty people that want to try and like smile in your face and stab you in the back the minute you turn around.
If Omarion did that, if Omarion really went back and told the original managing crew, like, yo, these guys were planning to break up, that's really shifty of him. Yeah. But, you know, he wanted to go solo, survive with the fitness out here. Now I need the Omarion Drink Champs by himself.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
I want to see the Omarion Drink Champs by himself. Great news. I don't know how you feel about this. Madam C.J. Walker, America's first female self-made millionaire, is now a Barbie.
Love it.
So they gave her a line of Barbie. So it's inspiring woman dolls. Walker, the daughter of former slaves, was born as Sarah Breedlove. She achieved enormous success by funding Walker Manufacturing Company, a line of hair care products and cosmetic design for Black women, and employed thousands of Black women at her company. So later in life, Walker went on to become a noted activist and philanthropist, supporting orphanages and Black colleges and advocating for civil rights organizations and women's rights. This is a good look. They did give her that old-timey dress, though. they hit it with that. They hit it with that 1800 swag. Talking about swag, I don't know why you didn't mention this. I thought this was up your alley, but last weekend was Montreal's fetish weekend, and you know, it was a photo walk for Freaky and Fabulous.
I know I missed it this year. I was so upset. They sent me an invite. I'm like, I'm so sorry, I can't make it.
Do you know about this? Montreal's known for its sex-positive atmosphere.
100%.
That's what it's called. We're sex-positive. I call it just open.
No, very sex-positive, and the fetish scene here in Montreal is insane. And the fetish fashion shows, and they have a lot of designers that make the latex gears. And listen, I walked in one of the fetish shows a few years ago. Listen, these designers, we have to take our hats off to them, because I don't know how they make these latex outfits. You know, getting into it is difficult, but how do you make it?
That's where my mind is kind of going with it. You know, I love seeing people in latex, but I don't tell I'm a latex kind of guy. I don't know if there's enough baby powder and baby oil for the man then, because I don't know. It just latex never really. Yo, listen, we've seen the shows. When you see the Black guy at home, when he's on the solo time, he got the latex off in the closet. it's a tough bag for black guys. The latex is a tough bag. It sticks to you. It's shiny. I don't know. Like, you would think Diddy would have a whole latex line, but no, we're not doing that. So last weekend was the 16th edition of the Fetish Weekend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in my calendar for next year. So,
gotta go.
Great news. I'm so excited about this guy. I think he's one of the most interesting persons we have in hip hop. Fat Joe is gonna host the 2022 BET Hip Hop Awards. Quite as kept. The BET Hip Hop Awards is, it's getting some traction in the last couple of years. Because man, I remember coming up in the late 90s, we had the Source Awards, and that was everything to us. So it took a while for the BET Hip Hop Awards kind of get its legs under it. So they've enlisted the Bronx legend to host their forthcoming award show slated for October 4th at the Cobb Energy Center in Atlanta. Oh, man. I don't want to keep doing these awards down south. So Fat Joe tells Billboard, this will be the biggest award show in history. It's truly an honor to host and produce the BET Hip Hop Awards, and I can't thank Connie Orlando and the entire BET family enough for this opportunity. We're going to celebrate music, culture, and entertainment, honor the biggest and brightest stars in the world, and make this an unforgettable night full of laughs and surprises. Always remember that yesterday's host is not today's host. He loves saying that line. This year, Guy 2, hip-hop mogul and activist Russell Simmons invests in a tech startup, Simplicity, that increases quality of life in cities. I love the name. So the visionary Russell Simmons have invested in Palo Alto's based startup, Simplicity, which is building a super app for cities, communities, and their residents. So for those that don't know, Simplicity is a mobile app where people can find vital updates from their city and its agencies, including emergency alerts, outage, road closures, city events, and much more. The app is currently used in over 100 cities, including the San Francisco Bay Area, Chicago metropolitan area, and South Florida. Is South Florida the dangerous part? Is that where's Little Haiti in Florida?
Well, you have Little Haiti. It's pretty much it's in past Miami. When you go past Coconut Grove, you start going in past the Cuban district. That's where Little Haiti is.
It's getting crazy in Nova Scotia. So we're now an artist, Pat Stay's death. So a huge loss to the hip hop community. Tributes are pouring in from around the world for Nova Scotia rap battler who was killed over the last weekend. Pat Stay died after being stabbed in downtown Halifax early Sunday. The 36-year-old was well known in the hip hop scene with many recording artists, including Eminem, recognized and lost to the community. Listen, man, that's tough, man. He was really good too, man.
Yeah.
Especially in this hip hop thing, man. It's hard, especially in Canada. I haven't felt really I know we have the Drake and the Biebers and the so forth, but I don't feel like we really cemented ourselves enough to be losing guys at this point. We're trying to keep all the creators and the talents that we have. So, our condolences go out to his friends and family, man. Pat Stay was really dope, dude. Let's jump to a little bit of news, though. I didn't know we're still facing this because they don't do updates about this, but Quebec is rolling out a new bivalent. I don't even know what bivalent means. I know it's less than 10 letters, guys, but someone give me the definition of that. Bivalent COVID-19 vaccine against Omicron. Are we still looking out for Omicron? I don't know what we're looking out for. I don't know who the enemy is at this point.
I don't know anymore.
So Moderna's new bivalent COVID-19 vaccine against Omicron variant BA1 will become available as soon as Thursday, Quebec Public Health Director announced. So Quebec already has 800,000 doses of the vaccine. Dr. Luc Boileau shared at a news conference Wednesday afternoon. I don't know more things. You trying to get vax more? Yeah, I forget I got the first two. I'm like, this is still a thing. Hey, people got turned away at the border trying to go down to New York for Labor Day.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Homeboy got turned over. Nah, no vaccine, no roll true, bro.
Like, you ain't coming through.
So Quebec Conservative Party is proposing a $500 tax credit to pay for gym memberships. So as of 2022 election cycle pushes on, Quebec political parties are making promises after promises to garner votes and increase their popularity across the province. While some parties sell offbeat merch and others dunk on their constituents, Eric Duham's Conservative Party focuses on what really matters, tax write-offs for honoring Leg Day. So the proposal shouldn't be seen as an expense, but rather an investment, Duham said. So, that's what they're trying to do. The Conservatives also want to allow doctors to medically prescribe physical activity. Finally, the party wants to eliminate the QST for expenses related to physical activity like buying sports equipment and gym memberships. So do you want a tax credit for them ads, for that 8-pack? You trying to go back to the gym? You got gym downstairs. Yeah, but even your gym downstairs, right? So all the equipment you buy downstairs, they want to be able to refund you for that.
See, that would be good. That would have been good in my old house because I had a full gym in my old house. I'm like, yo, come on, I spent a lot of money.
Now, for all you gamblers out there, this is going to be some sad news. So Lotto 649 draws will be suspended indefinitely in Quebec. The workers are going on strike. So since the employees plan to go on an indefinite strike, the Crown Corporation has decided to postpone the launch of an improved version of Lotto 649. So man, I didn't know people. Why they have a nice building too? I didn't know why they mad. I gotta get them wages right. we've had a great basketball season. So after a season of a league leading attendance numbers, Montreal Lions Gym sees pro basketball growing in Montreal. Now they did finish out the season 4-16 at the bottom of the table, but their attendance was amazing for the Montreal Lions, you know, our CEBL team. So good luck. Shout out to Joel Anthony, man. He'll come back on the show, man. Rookie general manager, man. NBA champion. Now, I love to hit you guys a little bit of science alert as we close out the news here. So a vampire.
Oh, Lord. Had to be.
So a vampire in Poland found buried with a sickle to prevent the rise of the dead. Now, is it just, okay. So the American government has released all the things about the UFOs, right? Okay, so we've demystified that.
Mm-hmm.
Have we gotten to the point where it's like, okay, is True Blood a real thing? Okay, because someone tell me definitively whether vampires or not, because I know you have Ukrainian and Nigerian. So well, I'm getting there. You know, I'm not a geographer guy. You know, this is not Where's Charlie, but I'm pretty sure Ukraine and Poland are somewhere close to each other and Transylvania and all that. Okay, are vampires real or not? Because True Blood seemed real convincing.
It seemed real convincing. I don't know. You know, it could be, may not be. You know, maybe we'll have to take a trip and figure it out. Go looking. I'm that curious person.
No,
I have my cross, my garlic, my holy water.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I will not be exploring that. But the skeletal remains of a female vampire were found in a 17th century Polish graveyard with a sickle across her neck to prevent her from rising from the dead. So it's weird.
It's weird.
Because the skeleton's there and there's a sickle over the neck. So I'm sure to rise from there, her head would just be chopped off. Yo, man, the world's a crazy place. If we're not defrosting old bacteria, it's just one thing.
We need to leave it alone.
It's just one thing after the next. Yo, these guys are going off. Maddie has some kind of fly swatter that looks like a racket. Bro, can we go into some music, brother?
Some music.
Man. When we come back, man, we got comedian Yusef coming up. He'll be one of the comedians at the You, Me, and Comedy, the Big Will Anniversary Breast Cancer Extravaganza, September 17th. So that's coming up next. We'll play some more music. You can catch us live. We're on Twitch, Detour 514, YouTube, Facebook. Everything that's moving that's hot is Detour 514. We on Fridays. This is the Mighty CKT 90.3 FM.
Better keep your hands off my man. Tell me you were nothing more than friends. How could you believe that you're the one when I'm the only one that gets his love? Let me feel you when I know I am. Since you got eyes for my boyfriend, I'm the girl taking care of home. You can leave me and mine alone. I don't wanna play these silly games. Maybe you should stay up in your lane. I don't have time. I can put pictures in my phone. You've been seeing me for 2 years strong. Everything we have is real and true. I'm sorry you got mine and yours confused. Why you wanna play these silly games? I don't have time to talk all day, making up lies but I'm unfazed. Cause the boy is mine. Cause the boy is mine. the boy is mine. Yeah, that boy is mine. Money. What's got me confused with some other chick? I'm not about to fight over outside dick. I can't even see me with no friendly nigga. You say that's your man, but baby, how you figure? Cause it's only 24 hours in the day. When do he see you? Cause he always in my face, staying over at my place. But all I know, girl, you's a lie. Say bye-bye, cause the boy is mine. Cause the boy is mine. Cause the boy is mine. I don't believe you. Yeah, that boy is mine. Mine. Oh, show me evidence if you got proof. I think you're trying to make me cut him loose. How do you know that it's not you? And maybe even lying to you too. You should fall back and watch your tone. Know you wanna break this happy home. Trying to clap back like that's your king. Well, could that ain't the case when he's with me? Said the boy is mine. Boy is mine. The boy is mine. The boy is mine. Oh, every night said the boy is mine. Yeah. Now you wonder if I do. Got up on a pitch with you, I do. From the day we introduced, I know you was bad for me, but I loved it. I can't help it. You got good energy, but you give it to me. That means something. Can't you know this? It's true. Well, baby, I got news for you. Baby, I got news for you. If you're loyal, fuck me good. Oh, you got a point so prove. Baby, I got news for you. If you're loyal, fuck me good. Baby, I got news for you. Baby, I got news for you. If you're loyal, fuck me good. Oh, you got a point so prove. I do. Baby, I got news for you.
I got some news for you too. Let me talk to you real quick. You know that I rock with you, pulling off in the drop with you, low key in the spot with you. Stop playing, yeah. Look at this shit we done got into. Me and you both know I got issues. All good though, I ain't stopping with you. Yeah, I'm hooked on fucking on a bad bitch to a good song. Pull up, give me something I can push on. No, I wasn't living right and it looked wrong, and it took long, but I'm here now, baby. Took me out the game, you can cheer now, baby. Me and you vacate year round, baby. Women in my ear, I don't hear now, baby. You fear now, baby. You might think that we not meant for each other. Well, baby, I
got news for you. Baby, I got news for you. You're loyal, fuck me good. Oh, you got a point so prove. Baby, I got news for you. You're loyal, fuck me good. Baby, I got news for you. Baby, I got news for you. You're loyal, fuck me good. Oh, you got a point so prove. Baby, I got news for you. You're loyal, fuck me good. Baby, I got news for you. I got news. Baby, I got news for you. Baby, I got news for you. I got news. Baby, I got news. Baby, I got news. If you're loyal, I got news. Baby, I got news for you. Baby, I got news for you. I got news. Baby, if you're loyal, then I got news for you. Baby, I got news for you. Bet you wonder if I do. Got a bone too big, baby. I got news. Come and see about me.
We gotta do sometimes.
You're on, huh?
Good morning.
I just want to slow talk her a little bit, man. I'm turning out the hot things. I'm used to having Maddie join Montreal my good morning, man. 7:44 in the morning, man. It's the Morning Detour. We are live on Twitch, Detour 504, YouTube, and Facebook, Detour 504. Listen, let's everybody go to Twitch, man. I want all the donations, the droplets. Listen, I had to call my boy Holden. I don't know what all these terminologies are. Listen, we need some more views, man. Let's get it. We on Twitch, man. We smooth chase him alongside Lambo. The doors only go up to Nigerian Princess. This morning, the funny guys are in the building. You know when Big Will come through, you always bring some comedians with us. So this morning we have comedian Youssef. He'll be performing at the You, Me, and Comedy. Big Will's breast cancer / celebration, birthday celebration, September 17th. Big Will, how much events you want to have in a year? Big Will will be coming on after 8:15, man. We don't want to talk to him too early. Youssef, what's really good?
How's it going, guys? Thank you for having me, man. There's a whole vibe here you guys got going on.
So we found out some things about you. You kind of, I feel about the same way about you I feel about when I have Tory Lanez's sister on the show, Destiny. How does it feel having a popular sister? Because you're popular, she's popular. How's it work at the family dinners? We have Thanksgiving coming up next.
It's pretty good. I got 2 more sisters, and they're trying to find their niche now. They're like, what the fuck is going on?
Disclaimer.
Yeah, the views and opinions expressed by Weezy Chase and Lambo and their guests are solely that of them. It's not reflected upon McGill University or the CKT station. Now we can swear.
Now we can swear.
So they're all trying to find their hood in. So Youssef, you're a comedian. How long have you been doing this thing?
Not very long, man, but it's been a blessing since I started, man. I've been wanting to do it for a very, very long time now. I finally got to get going with it 3 months ago, and it's just been blasting off, man, ever since.
Which one of your friends do we have to blame? Who dared you to go into this? and walk me through that first performance, because I respect comedians so much, because I'm a big Chappelle guy. I don't know how you guys get up on stage and say, you know what? I'm going to try to make these people laugh.
Man, you know what? The shakes just started going away, man. Just started 3 months later, man. I'm telling you, like it's been wild. Honestly, my first experience going on stage was crazy because these guys, I went to an open mic, but it was a packed room. Like these guys were filling up the room, right? Yeah. So and then they were like, "Hey, man, you look like you could be funny. Like I'm gonna put you on near the end." I was like, "Okay, that sounds good to me, right?" So I'm having 1 drink, waiting for my turn. Then 2 drinks, waiting for my turn. Then 3 drinks, then 4 drinks. And by the time they called my name up, I was like, oh,
I'm done.
Is it me right now? So I get on, I slur. I must have said the F word like 1,000,000 times, right? As it would be for the first time when you're looking for your words.
Yeah, you were saucy already.
And it was still a great experience that they were like, okay, well, come back and refine it and make it better. And then we're going to put you on and on and on and on. And I've just been working like crazy ever since. It's been great. And now I'm getting ready to do Big Will's show. It's going to be a big one, probably the biggest venue that I've had to do so far. Right now, I think the most I've done was around 100 people, and we're looking at 200 people for this big Comedy and Me show, which is benefiting breast cancer. So shout out to Big Will for putting it on like that and putting me on as well. I really appreciate it, man. I really, really do.
Now, listen, let's talk about the jokes now. Like, what kind of, I haven't seen your stuff yet. And I'm going to wait till September 17th to see how you just curate this thing on stage.
Same here.
How do you put together the set? You know, these view yourself as a goddamn the bees in Pancourt. Yeah. I'm tired of the suburbs. You guys in your pool. Do you view yourself as a vulgar comedian? Are you pulling out stories from your life?
You know what? I think that every comedian when he's starting out is vulgar. I mean, like that's where you go. Like that's the way you're comfortable getting it out there, right? But as you start writing and creating better and better jokes, you start to lean off of the vulgarity, and you can find that silver lining between being vulgar and being absolutely hilarious and clean at the same time. So we're transitioning towards there. Right now, I'm just ripping apart like religion, for example, because I grew up in a Muslim household, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, religion was never really my thing. I guess I'm too stubborn, too hard to convince, right? So, you know,
I'm too hard to convince.
I like maybe this to put it nicely, right?
When did you bring hip hop into your Muslim home?
Very early. Very early.
Give us that story.
Well, listen. Yo, my like as it would be for Lebanese families, right? I'm from Lebanon. My oldest sister, she would travel every year to go back and visit. I would have her bring me back Tupac tapes from Lebanon. I swear to God, man. Yeah,
you get 2 back tapes here. Like,
that's just how it was. Like, what do you want from me?
cut in
Give me some
Lebanon? Like, I don't know.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't matter. It didn't matter what where any like hip hop was always a part of it, right? So. I just loved it growing up, but it's not hip hop that took me away from religion. It's not. It was just common sense. I'd like to say, you know.
But I like that because I'm the kind of person that says, you know, I'm not a religious person, but I have a lot of faith. I believe.
Yeah, you can believe in God 100%. That's where I'm at, right? It's called being agnostic. Really, that's what it is, right? 100%. You believe in God, like
all these big words on more. You guys, you know.
I didn't drink enough.
You guys, sorry, I didn't give you the disclaimer. We don't say words longer than 10 letters on the show.
Okay. We're gonna have to count how many letters agnostic is. I think we still made it.
We made it.
Listen,
somebody would have failed.
Hey, big boy, can you check that up? I think he might be right. I think he might be at 9. I think he might be at 9 with it.
But yeah, man. Like for now, I like to make fun of my kids, man. Kids say the most genius things when they're really, really young, and then the older they get, it seems like they just get dumber and dumber.
How many kids do you have?
Like,
how old
oh my goodness, I got 5 kids.
Ooh, I have 4.
I got 5. You gotta catch up.
You out here like regulators. You need to come to the regulators barbecue on Saturday to Angry on Park to be feed burgers and drinks. You have 5 kids.
How old?
The Lebanon genes are strong.
No. Here's what
happened was.
What happened was when I'm 35 years old right now. So when I was 25, I met a woman who already had 3 boys.
Okay.
That's too much
and
boys.
then but that's it, right? And then I added 2 more to the equation over the 10 years. And if you do the math, you got me.
I don't want to do that, man.
No.
How do you? Okay. I'm gonna get you in trouble now. Now you don't love the boys, the first 3 boys that aren't your kids. And hold on.
Okay. All right. I'll let you finish the sentence.
Hold on now.
My husband would have done the same thing.
Be honest about the love. Be honest, love. Your kids that you had with her and the kids she had before, is it the same kind of love? Because me, I always tell people I can't have 2 kids, no matter where it comes from, because I only have enough love for 1 kid. You have a favorite. Don't lie. You
have a favorite. I do have a favorite.
Say it on the show.
You want to know who my favorite is?
All you parents are like sick and tired of you guys still alive.
It's the third who is my stepson. This kid, when I met him, he was 3 years old. This kid like a soldier, man.
Yeah, we like soldiers.
He comes into the house, takes off his shoes, puts them on the side. Everybody else kick their shoes around. He takes off his jacket, hangs it. Everybody else walk in, drop their school bag and everything like that. This kid is a soldier, man. This kid understands. He thinks on a different level. He comes in, he opens his school books and he does them. After that, he goes and watches TV, play his video games. I let him do everything. And all the other kids are always jealous with him. All the time. I swear to God. And they're like, oh, you always let Sky play and you always let Sky. I say, I don't have to ask Sky to do nothing. Sky has a carte blanche. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
You have any girls?
I have 1 baby girl.
So it's 1 girl and 4
9 and 4 boys, man.
You see, you're brave. You said who your favorite is. My daughter comes up to me, she's like, "Mommy, I know who your favorite was, and now I know
who's your favorite." Because you have a lot of kids
I don't
too.
have a favorite. I don't
You
have
have a favorite.
Listen, honesty is the best policy.
No,
it is the best policy. You want to be a favorite? You better put in some work.
But
I think
you know
Constantine might be your favorite.
No, you know what? Anastasia was always my favorite for a very long time, and she didn't realize she was my favorite.
Then she got moved up.
You know, Constantine, you know, he's my special boy. He's my special needs baby, but he's my special boy. And there's a connection, because you know why I have a connection with Constantine is because he's a lot like my first son. First of all, they look a lot alike, and they have a lot of the same demeanors and mannerisms. And I'm like, so I look at my son who's going to be 25, and I'm like, and I look at my little one who's 7. I'm like, oh
you
my
look
God.
25. Okay.
So it takes me in.
She's the Nigerian princess.
But no, and what you were saying, Weezy, when you only have love for one, let me tell you something.
I don't want to do it, man.
But let me tell you something.
I don't have no kids yet.
I felt the same way until I had 1, then 2, and then I realized, I'm like, no, you actually can have a lot of love.
You're doing too much when you had 2. It seems like a lot of work. It seems like a lot.
Listen,
First of all, I don't know what I was thinking. I was there for a long time. I was like, what was I thinking? Yo, you guys got to wake up every 2 hours when you have a newborn to feed them.
Well, if you're breastfeeding,
that doesn't last too long. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be lazy, you just have the baby sleep right next to you.
Yo,
listen, when I had the kids, I never even got up once, man. I didn't get out of bed once. I was just like, just give him the titty.
That's
like,
what I did.
Baby's in bed. Just fucking.
Is your partner Lebanese as well?
No. She's from the Philippines.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's what you got to do. You bring the baby to the bed, and then all you do every 2 hours is flip the titty out.
That's it.
It
That's
makes it easier.
The problem with that though
Y'all
is
ain't
that
doing
when
the
they're
pump?
like 3 and you're like, it's enough now. You need your own bed, and they're used to it. It's our fault, but it's okay. But at a certain point, you just throw them in there, you lock the door, and you put the earplugs in.
There you go.
And then they get over it.
They'll get traumatized.
Do you have jokes about your family?
I do.
Are there things that are off limits? Okay, do you get them a disclaimer beforehand? Because I was wondering, like, what comedians?
Oh, I don't practice in front of my kids if that's what you're asking.
No. But do you tell them? Hey, listen. Do you tell your partner? Listen, I got some jokes on y'all.
Oh no,
she
find out when she shows up to the show, man. No! When she finds out right then and there. You know what I mean?
So you're not afraid of the smoke?
No, hell no, I'm not afraid. It's meant to be smoke, man. It is meant to be some smoke there. You know what I mean?
Like me and Lambo, we firefighters. We only have 3 people in our fire station.
I'm making the fire. I'm not putting them out, man. I'm not putting them out. I just like it don't matter. One time their mom was there, and I was telling everybody a story about how my daughter, when she was 4, she said the cutest thing. She came up to me and she was like, "Daddy, let's give mommy a lot of food so her belly can get really fat and I can have a baby sister." And like,
that's
it's the cutest thing. That's not how it works, right? That's not how. So I had to keep it real with my daughter. I said, "Sweetheart, that's not how pregnancy works. Mommy needs to lose at least 10, 15 pounds if you want her to get pregnant again." You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how pregnancy really works, for real.
So were you on the sofa that night? It wasn't a sofa night.
I never sleep on the sofa, man.
Big man talk. Big man talk. Listen, in this climate now, the society we live in now is everything's so PC. Everything has to be so much above board.
Oh, it can
It's
be.
a horrible time to be a comedian. Do you give a fuck, or you just like, what, I'm across the line?
I'm across every line I can without.
So give me your best Legault joke.
Oh no.
Give me your best Legault.
We still the Legault. No.
So Legault said, I didn't get a chance to squeeze in the news. So Legault says that Montreal is looking down on people from Lévis. Now I went to Lévis a couple of years ago for a birthday celebration. I was treated very nicely in Lévis, better than I am here.
Yeah, they're nice people.
The Quebecers are really nice to me.
They actually are. And you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny is that in Quebec, they have more like American tourists there.
They do.
And they actually accommodate the English a lot better than some of these
in Montreal, for sure.
But did you notice there's more English signage? When I was in Quebec City, when we were there, I noticed there was a sushi shop, and I'm looking, and I'm like, where's the French translation?
Right.
Oh my God,
It's
the language
weird.
police, and
it's
there was
really
none.
a Montreal thing. And like, look at the Montreal flag, the red cross on that Montreal flag, man. They better think twice, right?
So give us a look, because I've worked on TV before on news, and I've called Legault out, I've called Trudeau out. They still gave me awards for doing community service. I was like, wow, I'm putting you all on the spot. So give us your best Trudeau and Legault. I'm putting you on the spot.
No, I'm not. 3 months in, I'm doing the impersonations on Legault.
You should say 3 months
Doors
in.
only go up. You were kidding, right?
Yo, mad people hit me up like, what does that mean, Weezy? The doors don't. I said, well, listen, I can't afford a Lamborghini. I'm waiting for Lambo to line up the dealership things to go up. Because I'm doing a whole video with just the doors going up. 18 videos, the doors going up. Look, this door goes up, that door goes up.
But that's the next photo shoot. That's what I'm saying. They're going to know. They're going to understand that.
But that Matty Phillip impression was spot on. That was fucking good.
The doors got to go up, man. Doors got to go up. Much of my statement speaking with Youssef, upcoming comedian. He has headliner potential, of course. He'll be performing at You, Me, and Comedy, the Big Will and Friends comedy show, September 17th, birthday celebration. But also special for breast cancer, very important thing. Early detection is so important. I was watching the Chappelle thing, and Chappelle said that he doesn't feel gynecologists should be men. It should only be women. It's a filthy job. It's a filthy job. Do you agree with that as well?
I mean, Dave Chappelle might be a Muslim, right? It's just like a Muslim mentality thing, right? I mean,
I agree with that. I think gynecologists should only be women.
Why?
My girl,
I want to know why.
Yeah, I just
I
feel,
can tell you why.
Okay, so Dave Chappelle goes, so if the gynecologist is a man, is it inappropriate if he smells his finger after?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And would it be any better if a woman did it?
No.
As long as you guys know, this is a mature morning show. It's 7:58. If you ain't dropped if you ain't dropped the kids yet, what are you doing as a parent?
Wake up and smell your fingers, man.
But that's the thing. You know why I think it should only be women? And I can't actually, because I've had male gynecologists before. I've had a male OBGYN, and some of you doctors be
Did you
in
choose
there.
him? Did you choose him?
No, I was on a list and I didn't choose him, and I was like,
okay,
oh my
so
God,
you're mad because he
walked
wasn't
in.
delicate enough?
Listen, there's a time for rough play, and it's not the time when I'm trying to check out everything. I don't need my organs to get shifted around when I'm getting checked out.
You're right, but you know what? At the same time, the whole thing about men being gynecologists is not really for the. It's not really for the men's side of it. It's more to keep the woman comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like even with me, I work for the CLSC, and I do home care, and I go and I wash people. I give them their medication and everything like that. And there's like an unwritten thing about how men wash men and women wash women, because but it has nothing to do with whether I'm going to be rubbed with the woman or not. It has to do with her own comfort. So I totally understand that.
Like I'm comfortable, except for the fact, like I had a male gynecologist for a long time. But it was when we switched and I had another male gynecologist, and then I was like,
it seems like they're all male though, no?
You know?
I feel like
a lot of them are men.
But not the Jewish, and I would see the gynecologist.
I work at the Jewish now too. You know, I'm gonna apply for the OBGYN. You know what? I'm gonna apply. I want to become a.
Why? Why do you want to become an OBGYN?
Black OBGYN? I want to know the mysticism behind the box. You know,
you want to get the lights all in there.
Can I say vagina on radio? We know we are. FM.
You just did.
Vagina is the appropriate medical term.
You know,
so it's okay.
You know, they can't say the P word, right? You know, there's an oath. You didn't know?
Yeah,
you know that?
No, somebody told me there was an oath about that.
Doing this show, too much information. I know too much stuff now.
That's good.
So
That's
you
a
want
good
to become an
problem.
OB now?
That's a good problem to have.
I just feel like I look good in a white coat. You know, I just want to have a secretary and come in. Where's my coffee,
and you're
Julie?
Gonna be all up in there
Julie, where's
looking,
my coffee?
Finding the mystery.
Yeah, but see, my problem, Yusef, I have this thing where I can't unknow things, right? like I still remember where I have an ex-girlfriend that farted when I was like 19 in my first semester of college. I still can't unknow that. You know what I mean? Like I can't unknow. I feel like if I was a black OBGYN, I'll see certain things. Like not everybody's clean, Lambo.
Oh, I know. I'm a woman and I've been around other women.
Big Will, some people be frothing out there.
Yeah, you be nicknaming them when you see them in the street. Hey, frotting.
Yusef, man, you're a dope guy. Yusef, I feel like you need like your own reality show, man. You need like a special.
Yeah,
I feel like a camera. You're Lebanese, you're Muslim, your wife is Filipino. Agnostic. Okay.
Yeah.
He's spiritual. He's spiritually inclined. Do you burn sage at home? You get rid of the bad spirits? I want to know if Yusef feels like he's living in the shadows. You feel like you need to start doing jokes about your sister, Free by the Image.
That's right.
One of the hottest tattoo artists in the city, period.
Yeah,
right
shout out to
now.
her.
If you ain't getting no work from her, you ain't shit.
I'm still waiting for work. I just found out about it. I'm like, I'm gonna be in line
today. I'm like, yo, I know your brother.
I'm gonna go book.
I'm gonna keep calling her Free by the Image until I get a booking. I want dead unicorns all over my back. They used to call me the unicorn killer. But
but I appreciate you guys, man. Honestly, you say I need a more like a reality show. I just need to be on this show more often. You guys are fun as hell, man. I really appreciate you guys.
We ain't always poolside, but Lambo's always here, man. We can always come poolside for you. But you said let the people know how they can follow you, how they can catch you. I know they can catch you on September 17th. Me and comedy.
Yeah.
It seems like a trilogy. Yeah. It's the Big Will Breast Cancer Extravaganza. Let people know how they can follow you.
Yeah.
Give them the IG and all that.
You guys can find me on Instagram at big_poppy_daycare.
I'm gonna do it now.
That's the handle. Big_poppy.
Okay, well, listen, you can't leave on that note. What is Big Poppy Daycare about? You guys are ridiculous. I'm sick and tired of you. I'm throwing comedians on my list. Like you said before you go, I have a list of people I dislike. I dislike people that smile too much, like the Wayne Brady's, the Magic Johnsons.
Right.
You can't trust people that skin too much teeth. You know what I mean?
Right.
The dancer guys, I'm down. I'm done with the dancer guys. All the little Christmas pop. I'm sick and tired of them.
Me too.
We hung
Me
out
too.
with the twins. Shout out to Lambo. I'm sick and tired of these guys.
They coming
getting
back.
girls just
Stop
so you can
it.
pop your arm. You looking futuristic. You lean back like you in the Matrix. And I hate the R&B singing guys. Shout out to my boy Trey Lamar.
You say that, I say shout out to Trey. Trey,
I'm
you
sick
know we
and tired of
love
all
you.
these crooner niggas.
Don't
man.
listen to Weezy.
Oh, listen, I was trying not to say the N-word anymore. Goddamn. I'm only human. But now I'm gonna add you comedian guys. Yeah. All you jokey guys. I can make her laugh. She likes me. I'm entertaining. But I love you, Yusef, man.
Right. You just gotta come through the comedy and me, and we're gonna win you over, man. That's
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna urge everybody to get tickets. You guys know, follow Big Will. Do you have a hyphen in your joint? Big Will 514.
You don't need no hyphen. Look at him. He's the man. Big Will 514.
Big Will dressed like he's going to a yacht party today.
He's by the poolside. He chilling.
Rick Ross light.
You know?
He looking like Rick Ross.
I need to start bringing out girls to do the mobile pedicures, manicures, and massages next time around here. They keep offering it. I'm like, I got people you can massage and do their feet.
Listen, I don't know what kind of business Lambo's trying to start. We're available on Twitch, Detour 114, YouTube and Facebook. We have wings, massages, and oils. Johnson owe me a check. That's what I want you to work on for me. Get me the baby oil connect. I want
baby oil connect?
Yeah.
Create your own
I have this
oil.
dream, Yusef. I just want to load up baby oil in a water gun and just spray my girl with it.
It's not a bad dream. That could be a reality, man.
Some more detail.
Make it happen.
you know, let me play some Beyonce. Let me play some Beyonce coming up. When we come back, man, I think we have Big Will coming up. But we're going to play some mix right here, man. It's the More Detail, the Mind CKT 9.3 FM.
Very good. Thank you guys so much. I want to see you on the yeah, I want you guys to come out, man.
I'm gonna come. I'm letting you know right now. I'm gonna move something else I was supposed to be at. I'm like, fuck it. I'm not gonna be there. I'm gonna be at your media class. Not done.
Thank you so much. Yes, it was. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. This is amazing. You guys are so good, man. It was intimidating getting on here, man.
No, don't be intimidated. We're chill. We're cool.
Oh, man. That was just really close.
How long the music before?
Run to work.
Okay. How long music?
Yeah, make for work because that's important.
To fuck something up. Better fucking something. I need some drink in my cup. Hey, I'm in the mood to fuck something up. I wanna go missing. I need a prescription. I wanna go higher. And I said on top of you. I wanna go where nobody's been. Where nobody's been. Have you ever had fun like this? Oh, we go.
Montreal, my city, you're not locked into the Morning Detour, the number one urban morning show in the country. We Smooth Chasing Lambo. We're coming to you poolside. I think in about 10-15 minutes, we got Big Will coming on. I keep it up. After 8:30, we have Keaton Clark, Block Montreal's candidate for Margaret Bourgeois District. I'm playing that little sound. You know, we're gonna let Jack Daniels. Now we're doing things. You can catch us live on Twitch, Detour 514. Follow us. Montreal, my city, number one urban morning show in the country. You know how we're doing things. Let's go.
What's in these four walls? Sexy, my love. Don't miss this roll call. Did you hear a word? Show up. Go up. You Mr. Nasty. I'll clean it up. Where nobody's been. Have you ever had fun like this? I wanna go missing. I need a prescription. I wanna go higher. Gonna sit on top of you. We gon' fuck up the night. Fuck it up, black light. Spaceship's mine. Jenny, come and fuck up the night. Fuck it up tonight. We can fuck up tonight. We gon' fuck up tonight. Bet you see stars. Bet you elevate. Bet you need God. I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to fuck something up. We gon' fuck up tonight. Sonic, sexy, erotic on my body. Boy, you got it. Hit them dry lips while I ride it. Got me acting hella thotty. So excited. I'm a seasoned professional. Squeeze it, don't let it go. Tease it, no self-control. I got time today. I got time today. I got time. I got time today. I can't wait to come out and play. Oh, yeah. Come and clap it, baby. While I bust it for you, baby. Oh, baby. Anywhere, anytime, I don't mind. Yeah. For you, I'm back in the truck. For you, took it fucked up. For you, I'm putting my cup up. For you, we gon' fuck up the night.
Montreal, my city, you're not locked into the best morning show in the country. You know we're doing things. DJ Mahi has left us. So I'm gonna mix it myself. I don't need nobody. You know what? Let me hit you with some Chris Brown. You know how we're gonna do things. Let's jump into this Lambo. Let it load up on ya. Hey, you know how I do things. Moon Chaser, Jerry Curl, Weezy. You know I'm doing the Jerry Curl next. Hey, man, sure.
It's your life, your way. I know you're psychic. Stop looking at me sideways. I wanna know how she know. And how she read my mind. She gets me every time. She might be psychic, but alright. She knew about the mother girl, but she's still on my mind. The third eye's always on me. Might be psychic, but alright. Listen up, baby, you're a dime, can you choose me up? You know I'm not with a lot of goofy stuff. No rush, don't confuse yourself. I told you plenty times I can do some stuff. A lot on my mind, yeah, times get rough. You give me a sign, I'll let it up. Up high, got your keys in the trunk. If it come down to it, would you lie for me? Put your life on the line, cry for me. All I'm asking from you is a little loyalty. All I'm asking from you is a little loyalty, yeah. I wanna know how she know. And now she reading my mind. She gets me every time. She might be psychic, but alright. She knew about the mother girl, but she's still on my mind. That I've always on me. Might be psychic, but alright.
I know it's late, but there's so much I can offer you. I know you can't get these party promoters off of you, but tell me, would you slide for me if I call for you? Hop in the shower, let me watch that club off of you. And I got some Colgate for that Casamigos. I know that tequila activates your alter ego. And that little body that you got is like a cheat code. You a sweetheart, but I know that you a freak though. I know you at the club sipping Clico, rapping to that Durkee hoe. But you know I know that you a geek though. I know that you watch anime. I know you'd rather be home. I know you had an emo phase and you had a ringtone that went like, yes I have, and I'm growing impatient. Growing up I used to go in the basement. Now I'm grown and we on the top floor, it's amazing. The penthouse NASA, I'll show you what space is. First, second, third, I can show you the bases. I don't have to say shit, cause I feel like you know what I'm thinking.
I wanna know how she know. And how she reading my mind. She gets me every time. She might be psychic, but alright. She knew about the mother girl, but she's still on my mind. The third eye's always on me. Might be psychic, but alright. She's sideways, shorty looking so good. She might have make me feel so good in every way. Keep reading my mind, baby, so I hope you understand. Girl, you're psychic. Girl, you're looking so good. You might have, she make me feel so good in every way. Stop looking at me sideways, girl, cause I know you understand. I wanna know how she knows. And how she reading my mind. She gets me every time. She might be psychic, but alright. She knew about the mother girl, but she's still on my mind. The third eye's always on me. Might be psychic, but alright.
Every day like the first day, still get butterflies, oh yeah. Middle of the night, we all the way, baby. Ain't no looking around in first place, so I love him even more on his worst day. He's always there for me, and I don't know why he don't ever give up, go beyond and above, yeah. But every time he does, I'm right back at him. I keep on falling in love, oh yeah. Keeps on falling in love. I keep on falling in love, baby. Keeps on falling in love.
been going up in the shows, babe. Ain't no doubt about it, you elevate. Baby, you gotta get yourself some credit. So baby, don't forget it. Girls like you make the world go round. When the world goes around and around. No matter what, you don't ever give up. Go beyond and above, yeah. But every time he does, I'm right back at her. I keep on falling in love. Oh yeah. I keep on falling in love. I keep on falling in love, baby. Ooh, I keep on falling in love. Ooh, yeah. That's why I love him. He's got I love him. He's so fine. And if you ask me why I wanna, I can't lie. I love him. I won't let it go. I'm falling in love. I keep on falling in love, baby. I keep on falling in What do I want? Why is it so hard? Giving you up. I'm counting the days till you come.
You know I can't. You know I can't with Drake, huh? No, we ain't going yet. I can't with Drake, you know. Montreal, my city. You're locked into the best morning show in the country. We're live on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Okay, big boy, I turned up your mic. Yeah. Hold on. Let me pull up the Drake, bro. I got to pull up the Drake, man. Much on my seat. Catch us every week, Friday, 7 to 9. We're poolside this Friday, Lambo, Nigerian Princess.
What do I want? Why is it so hard?
Big up to Drake, man. You know how we do things. Much on my city. Keep it live, boy. We're live, baby. Let's go.
I'm counting the ways to make you. What do I want? Why is it so hard? Giving you up. I'm counting the days till you come. I'm counting the ways to make it. You're my water, my refresher. Take off your clothes, relieve pressure. I need your touch when I'm with you. My heart, it beats different rhythm.
Killer cut block, killer cut block, killer cut block, killer cut block.
Oh boy, hold on. I think I played the wrong version, Big Will. I think I played the wrong version of the Drake. It's the Mature Morning Show. Montreal, my city, keep it locked. It's the Morning Detour. Big Will and friends coming up next. Big event, September 17. You, me, and comedy. We got Yusef and many other comedians coming up. Weezy Moon Chaser, Lambo, the Nigerian Princess. This is the #1 urban morning show in the country. You know how we do things. Montreal stand up. Shout out to everybody showing me love when I see you guys on the street. I do this for the block. I do this for the city. Lambo put her good jewelry on this morning. You know, she's a classy kind of woman. She put the jewelry on. Oh, hold on. I'll turn your mic on.
This is what we doing?
Yeah, well, you know.
Okay.
I tell I'm coming up with my own sex toy this summer. I mean, this winter. For Christmas, the Moon Chaser.
You know, I got the hookup for that.
Listen, man, let me know what's the date for my mold. You know how things is going on, man. Let me know the date for my mold. Let me get instrumental going.
I will tell you, I will not be there for that. For the mold day.
Yeah, listen,
you should do it. I think it's probably, listen, I told my husband, I'm like, do it. Let's do the mold. Let's sell it. I don't care. He's like, but you don't mind? I'm like, I don't care.
Do what you need to do,
Make that money.
You want to be there. Listen, I'm not a shy guy, you know. Do what you need to do. I'm not a shy guy, you know. Everybody mad about the baby oil. Johnson & Johnson was really good. Montreal, my city, 8:18 in the morning. Coming up next, We have Keaton Clark, Block Montreal's candidate for the LaSalle districts. You know how things are doing. But before that, friend of the show, big homie.
That's right.
What's going on, Big Will?
Yes, sir. Good morning. Hello, hi.
Yeah, Big Will came with his Barry White voice. We're coming to you live on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Detour 514. You know how we're doing things, man. You should subscribe to us.
That's
the
right.
Morning Detour every Friday, 7 to 9. The leader in urban radio. So, Big Will, what's going on with you, brother?
Right now, life is good. You know, like feeling blessed, highly favored, and everything. So, just vibe and everything. And now we got the comedy show coming up next week. And actually, a week from today is actually my birthday. And from that point, we decided to not only give back, but we're going to basically donate part of the proceeds to basically the Breast Cancer Association. And on top of that, if that wasn't enough, we're also donating as a present, such a gift for showing up, a 55-inch screen TV.
Okay, hold on, Big Will. You got to learn some of the more detail. You got to walk us through slowly.
Walk
us through slowly. First of all,
slowly.
Where's the venue? Where's the event? Yes. Let's start there, Big Will. You know what I mean?
It's like I'm giving away TVs. I'm giving away everything.
I know the nigga's excited.
You know what?
Big Will, let's start off small.
Oprah right here is like, you get a TV and you get a TV.
Big Will, September 17th. Where is it going down? Let's open up there.
It's going to be in the West Island, the beautiful Marcel Morin location at the corner of René Aymar and Gouin. So make sure you come through. We got over 250 parking spots. Ooh. So you don't have to pay for parking. Come and have a great time. It would be better actually if you come by Uber, because we're about to get you twisted.
You see that? You talking dirty to me this morning. You saying we have 250
Ain't nobody
spots.
talking to you dirty. You just dirty off top, Lambo.
That's to me. When you have parking, when I can go somewhere and park or take an Uber, it's not far.
Listen, we need 4 tickets. The more Detour coming through with that, man. We got to show you up. It's your birthday. It's breast cancer support. And we'll also donate as well, man. Support, man. Because early detection is important.
Very important.
And, it sucks when people lose their lives because they, especially in the Black community, we're afraid of the doctors. We don't want to go. So very important. Are we wearing pink that day? That's what we're doing?
You don't even have to wear pink. Basically,
I'm pink in spirit, Lambo.
You can if you want to. You don't have to. We just, what we want to do is we want actually the website or to go and get your ticket. It's ticketgateway.com/pink, or you can go directly on bigwill.ca, or you can call me directly. Here's my phone number, 514-434-4426.
I love what you're doing, Big Will. You know why? Because I've lost 3 friends to breast cancer very young. I lost one, we saw here, Natalie Augustin, that lost her life here at 33. I had a friend of mine in January 1st of 2017 at 40, lost her life. I have another friend in New York City who lost her life on July 25th, 2018. And I had a breast cancer scare a few years ago where I found a lump and I had to go through everything. And because normally I did, as women, we have to go check our breasts and everything. We don't want to, or we forget to. But I remember finding that lump, going for a biopsy, going through everything and having to wait 6 weeks to find out that it was, it was benign. It wasn't malignant. Everything was running through my mind because I've been around women that have gone through it, but we also need to talk about male breast cancer because men do also get breast cancer.
Damn. Lambo, why you even that? Like, Lambo, I'm already here scared because I got, I got to get a prostate exam. My dad got caught with some stuff, you know what I mean?
But men can get breast
he got
cancer.
A little cancer and things like that, it's in remission. So now I got to go get prostate, I got to get a colonoscopy.
Yeah.
I'm scared, man. Black guys aren't built for stuff going up our bums. Big Will's like, no.
Not at all.
Yeah, man, this thing called life is so wild. Especially the breast cancer thing, man. It hits so deeply, man, because all of us have at least somebody in our family that we lost to breast cancer. Early detection is very, very important.
It's the key, especially in the Black community, because a lot of the time we are more predisposed to a lot of cancers in the Black community, and that's something we need to talk about more. So, Big Will, big shout out to you. I will definitely be there. The Morning Detour show will
we'll be there. We'll be there.
We're definitely doing our best. Like last year we donated to Alexander Park Football Association. Nice. So every year we like when it comes to my birthday, we find an association or a group to actually give back to, and that's why this year, like, hey, let's do that. And I think back in June of 2022, we actually donated to West Island Black Association, West Island community, and everything. And so every now and then we want to give back to the community and let them know, like, hey, we're here. And that's when we say we're healing our community one joke at a time. We really mean it. We really stand behind it. And then whatnot. So please get your tickets. I know a lot of people love to wait last minute. And last time, actually, when we had the show by the water, we were sold out. Once we're sold out, there's nothing that we could do.
No, you can do some things, Big Will.
Let them know
You can do
because
some things, Big Will.
people don't understand.
No,
And I
that's
know
what
our folks like to wait last minute, but Big Will, listen, your events get sold out
once we're
so
sold out,
fast.
there's nothing we could, and people get mad. I'm like, there's nothing I could do. Like
Stop
last
getting
time
mad.
last time we had a
You
early
announce
show.
your events pretty early, so nobody can get mad at you.
And if they do, Lambo's gonna be there, be like, leave Big Will alone.
People get vexed and listen. Oh, you knew I was coming. Yeah, but you didn't book.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I know a lot of people will come and make sure you book, and it's very simple. One phone call. We could talk about the weather if you want afterward, but first call and book.
The Detour table for 4, man.
Yeah, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. We're gonna support. We're gonna donate. I'm gonna definitely donate because to me, breast cancer, like I said, is very important to me. Just the women that I've lost, women that I've seen struggling, women that I still see struggling with breast cancer. My own scare really opened up my eyes. Now I'm always paranoid. I'm like, did you feel that? I tell my husband, did you touch that? Is that something? I'm like, it's called a doctor.
I was about to ask you that. Who's checking for your lumps, though?
I check and then I ask for a second opinion.
Binky, that's the shirt. Who's checking for your lumps? Lambo.
But you gotta touch with your palms. You can't be grabby.
Okay.
Listen, can I use 2 fingers? Me and my 2-finger guy, Big Will.
Lord.
Me and my,
we talk. What are we talking? We talking
me
about
and my
breasts?
Hunger Games, Big Will. I put 2 fingers up in the air, nigga.
Oh Lord. Pinky, come get your man.
I'm telling you right now. Wheezy Mooches, I should have been a doctor. I should have been a white coat. I need to be a gynecologist or OBGYN. I need to do something. I'm gonna take the course. Somebody hit me up right now. Well, how long is the course? I need to be OB. I'll be the worst gynecologist. I be telling beer jokes. I say, oh, put your legs up. Let's see walk wide.
Spread them wide.
Let's see walk wide.
I can't see in there good enough.
Don't come see me if you ain't shaved, man.
Sounds like a lawsuit.
Big Will said it sound like a lawsuit.
You got a little Big Will, the voice of reason. That's the slogan for Big Will. Big Will, the voice of reason. Big Will, let the people know who are some of the comedians, and then we'll get into some other jokes.
Right now we have a whole heap of comedians. We have Jesse Mina coming up. Yusef that you just had on the show earlier. We're bringing back who else? My mind ran blank. Basically, go online. Call us. We'll get you on there with all the comedians. We got a ton of comedians, a few headliners. It is a full show. The show starts at 9:30. It's a late show, so you can't tell me about working this and that. So we put it at the late show, and yeah, just come through. And like I said, we're gifting a TV, a smart TV.
Talk to me about this TV. I like free TV.
Yeah. I'm gonna call you bro. I'm gonna call you Bropra. Because, like, seriously, you just giving away stuff.
Yeah, so what we're doing is as an incentive for people to show up early, we're giving away the TV at the beginning of the show. So if your name gets called and you're not there, we're picking another name.
There you go.
So make sure you come out. We're giving the TV. We're giving parts of the proceeds to the Breast Cancer Association. They will have a rep on site to even take donations and everything. So you will get your tax receipt.
DJ Maddie's back. He's back.
DJ Maddie.
He's like, yo, we've been holding it down. Listen, I'm about to DJ myself.
I have to start learning how to DJ.
Pink pineapple in the building.
For sure. So like I said, the reps will be on site. So like that, you could get a tax receipt. So
amazing.
That's the thing.
Big Will, the tax receipt.
It's very important because even when I've done things with my nonprofit, it's very important for the tax receipt. But you know what I like that you said the show starts late because when you have children, you got to put them to bed. So there's no you know what Big Will just said? You have no excuse to support a good cause and come through and celebrate his birthday and donate money for something good, eat some good food, win a TV.
Chef Simon will be on the site.
You see? So you have no excuse not to be there. There's parking, 250 parking spots for free. So you have no excuse not to go cop your ticket and just remind them where they can go get their tickets.
The best way to do it, give me a call. You have my direct number. I stand behind my product, and that's why you have my personal phone number, 434-4426. And if you want to pay with your credit card, go online, www.bigwill.ca.
Takes all currencies.
Why? Yo,
that's a commercial right there.
Yo, why you gotta say it so sexy like that? Takes all currencies. Listen, how do I get money on this Twitch here? You follow
Let's go. Let's donate.
Big Will, we got a couple minutes before we got Keaton Clark coming up on the show. What's good with you, Big Will, man? Like, talk to, what I mean? We always get you on the show. You're talking about all these events. But what about you personally? What has the journey been like for you? For the last couple of years, you've been the leader in comedic events.
Yes.
You've dealt with a lot of black people.
No,
I know
for
that's
sure.
not easy.
For sure. No,
not at all.
Can you speak about that a little bit? Because a lot of people don't talk about the business.
We've been diversifying. We started a new show every Thursday. It's called Joker. And what we're doing, instead of the producers and all that to pocket the money, the comedians get the money. So
That's
basically,
amazing.
it's a last comic standing, and the winner wins $2,000.
I saw that recently. It showed up on my timeline, and I was like, what is this? And I went to go look at it. Said, this is amazing, because you know what? We were talking about that before, how like communities, we need to come together. We need to elevate each other. We need to stop bringing each other down or looking at each other as competition. We need to come together, because you know what? We're stronger in numbers. There's enough money in the world. There's enough publicity in the world.
Definitely.
When we come together and show, you know what? Black folk, we can work together. It's like, I that's why I love, just scaling back for a moment to Selling Montreal, that Black women can work together, because that's something that we hear, that women cannot work together.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that you're doing Joker, because it's amazing.
But let me just let me say this. Sorry to cut you, Big Will. But let's go in it this way. I was thinking to myself, I was like, I want to hit Lambo the question this week.
Go ahead.
Should the needs of a society only favor the majority?
No.
You know what I mean? Because I'm looking at I'm looking at how things are going down, and even in the Black community, like, yeah, it's better if we support each other. But the issue with a lot of us within the Black community is that if I have an issue with Big Will, but I know the greater goal is for our people, the Black community, but something like, I'm gonna let my personal grievance with Big Will cloud me from moving this thing forward. No. I think one of the issues in the Black community, we have to learn to work with each other, even though we don't really like each other.
But that, you know what?
Should we do a seminar, Lambo,
we
for
need
that?
to,
Can we? Because we need to preach the greater good in our community.
You know what
somewhere.
I want to say on that point? You made an amazing point, Weezy. You know, the point is, I've been to many, many boardroom meetings with many CEOs, okay? And the one thing that I learned, I had a mentor for a few years who owns a huge Fortune 500 company, and he told me one thing. He said, Lana, sometimes you're going to sit in a room full of sharks and devils. You may not like them. You may not want to have anything to do with them. But if you know that you can do something for the greater good, or you know that you can scale up or level up your business, sometimes you have to sit at the table with people that you don't necessarily like. But do you have to like everybody that you're doing business with? It's doing something to scale up and level up.
Yeah.
No, but when you're working for the community, we don't have to be friends. We
At
have to
all.
love what we're doing.
Exactly.
If we love the community the way we say we love the community, you could.
I think the issue a lot of people can't get past their own personal grievances.
They can't.
You know what I mean? Like, there's certain issues that's bigger than yourself. Like, I
There
work with
is.
a lot of people I don't like personally, but it's a bigger goal. I think that's something that we need to talk about a little bit more.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. Like, after 5 o'clock, I clock out. I'm gone.
Yeah.
We don't have to be friends, but right now we have to run the company.
Yeah.
And that's basically what it is. But the good thing about Big Will Comedy is that we make sure we unite the community. That's the thing I tell a lot of people. Whether you're white, Black, Jewish, Muslim, whatever it is, the Christian, whether you are gay, straight, as long as you are funny, we'll put you on stage.
I love that.
As
long as you're funny. But you know what I love also? Because we talked about this on the last show. It has to be about humanity at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yes, even with politics right now and everything that's happening, we can't just look at, there's this Black person that's running in the community, or there's a Black leader that's trying to come up. We have to look at the fact of who's going to do right by everyone, the majority and the minorities, okay? We can't look at, this person's Black and I'm going to vote for them just because of that. Are they qualified? And we have to really look at that, because sometimes we get clouded, and that's something we do also in the Black community. We're like, we want another Black person to come up. We do, but we don't, because, there's always that internal struggle. Yeah. We need to look at who's looking out for all communities, and it scales back to what we talk about, Weezy, about humanity.
Yeah.
Are they looking out for us, or are they only looking out for themselves? And a lot of politicians only look out for themselves.
Yeah, well, we're trying to push an agenda, and when it comes to humanity, like, it's so crazy when we mention people's like humanity. I'm like, yeah. End of the day, when you remove race and you remove color and you socioeconomic status, we're all just human beings. On a human to human level, can I respect you?
Exactly.
And not have all these precursors associated with it, right?
Of course.
You know, but that's what we're trying to preach in the Morning Detour. Big Will, let the people know the event one more time. Because everybody trying to come to the show right now.
For sure.
We're going to be there. So if you want to see all of us.
Right now, I'm going to close out my set this way. So a lot of people, instead of bringing me a birthday gift, because it is my birthday, instead of bringing me a birthday gift, make a donation to the Breast Cancer Association. That's simple. And for you to get your ticket, call me, 514-434-4426. Or you could go on our Instagram at BigWill514 or directly online, www.bigwill.ca.
Well, you know, man, listen, I'll be in the building, the Morning Detour Lambo.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Extra and Pinky, you know how we do.
Yeah, we're going to be there.
Let's play some music. Coming up next, Keaton Clark, Block Montreal. Listen, politics on the horizon. Let's get it poppin'. Let's go.
I'm speeding your highways to make it to you, but there's too much traffic between us. I promise I'll make my way right back to you. So set the table for two, cause I'm coming home. I'll be there at 5, I'll be there at 5. 4:45, I'm barely pulling out the driveway. Was with the homies getting high like Friday. Casey and JoJo, time slipped away from me. 6:05, still on my way. On the 405 and it's stuck on state. Look, I ain't trying to make your head turn gray. Waiting for me, I'm en route, baby, save me a plate, yeah. I'm speeding the highways to make it to you, but there's too much traffic between us. I promise I'll make my way right back to you. So set the table for two, cause I'm coming home. Doing 85 on the 105. Looking at the dash just to see what the clock say. CHP dodging while I'm on the highway. CPT, gotta blame it on my DNA. 705, still on my way. On the 101, missing one-on-one with you. I ain't trying to make your head turn gray. Waiting for me, I'm en route, baby, save me a plate, yeah. I'm speeding the highways to make it to you, but there's too much traffic between us. I promise I'll make my way right back to you. So set the table for two, cause I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. Stay up, baby. Stay up late for me. Would you stay up for me?
Yes. Montreal, my city. Welcome back to the drama. Welcome back to the drama. So on October 3rd, I think we have a provincial election going on. So on the show this Friday, we have Bloc Montreal's candidate for Malgré Bourgeois District, which is apparently LaSalle.
Yeah.
We have Mr. Keaton Clark. Keaton Clark is a certified financial security advisor and mutual fund representative. I love a dude that's good with numbers. So he's over 30 years of experience in the community development. I'd like to welcome to the show Mr. Keaton Clark. How are you doing, King?
Oh, very good. Good morning. Morning Detour.
Good morning.
Cones and roads fixing all over Montreal. The only place to do is have a detour to you. And here we are. Good morning.
Good morning.
Should I say Ian, Weezy, and Sivlana? Good morning.
Good
to both
morning. I'm so happy. I'm so happy when I saw that you were one of our guests because, listen, I'm going to be a little biased. Keaton, you are absolutely amazing. The first time I met you, you're so amazing. You do so much for the community and you love the community and you love people. So I'm so happy to have you on. Welcome to the Morning Detour Show.
Thank you very much. I love the energy of the show. It's fantastic. You guys are really on fire. You guys you bring that strong energy and that difference to the people in the early morning. Wake them up for sure.
Listen, man, we're trying to entertain, educate, and inform early in the morning detour. So, Mr. King, let's jump right into it. So you're a candidate for Marguerite Bourgeois District. I didn't know that was LaSalle. So let's start off there. What exactly is the district? Like, where does it start? Where does it end? So, like, people could kind of put that into their mind frame.
Well, actually, Marguerite Bourgeois, the district itself, was named many years ago. And, of course, it includes all of LaSalle. It's from the edge of Lachine, LaSalle Boulevard, going into Lachine. And it's over close to Urban Street, where the Walmart in that area. And, of course, it goes down to the older part of LaSalle, Central, and in that direction as well, towards LaSalle Boulevard. So it's quite large, encompassing.
It definitely is.
I learned something new today.
I love me some LaSalle. Now, a lot of black folks in LaSalle, a lot of nurses and taxi drivers, a lot of affluent black folk have flocked to LaSalle over the last couple of years. And, the Lavandry's there as well. There's over 2 million rats under the swords as well. There's a lot of condo constructions going on here. So let's open up here. What are some of the two or three central ideas or initiatives you would like to bring changes to the LaSalle district?
Well, in LaSalle district itself, we talk about LaSalle is very diverse. And the diversity of LaSalle brings about many different aspects of a community, when it comes to ethnocultural diversity in Quebec. And the ethnocultural diversity means all of us, of course. And we have contributed over the years to Quebec and development of Montreal. So that aspect is very important for us. And the entrepreneurship part of LaSalle and, of course, Montreal, since the COVID-19, what happens is that many people have decided to look back and introspect into themselves and see what they need to do. And that brings a lot of businesses and startup businesses. So we need more money to come into Montreal, and specifically, of course, Marguerite Bourgeois, so we can help those young entrepreneurs. That's important for us, extremely important for us. And, I can go on and many other things, but I'll let you ask the questions and see how we can move from there.
Well, Mr. Keaton, you said that you're looking at the diversity and multiculturalism of Quebec. However, it's been known to the public that you're the leader of Bloc Montréal, Balarama Holness, has stated that he's more focused on the island of Montreal. And in a provincial election, how could you focus in a municipality instead of a province? So when you say that you are focused on the issues of Quebec, your political party is more focused on the issues of Montreal than Quebec.
Yes, you're right in that aspect of it, because as a new party, we are unable to really look at the whole of Quebec completely, as far as fielding candidates for all of Quebec. But we're looking specifically at Montreal. So Montreal has been an important factor of Quebec over the years as the economic engine of Quebec. Montreal has contributed 56% GDP, gross domestic product, to Quebec. So it's the economic engine, the culture engine itself of Quebec. So we're looking at what we need to do within Montreal to ensure that Montreal grows, and Montreal, in a sense, becomes a stronger financial autonomy of Quebec, wherein that we can look at the revenues that we can actually obtain more so, because we give a lot to Quebec. So we're looking for more back to Montreal. So we can actually look in terms of the handling some of the social housing and the infrastructure repairs that we need here in Montreal. So this is why. And being a new party, we're looking at how we can get ourselves started and focus ourselves in Montreal, the metropolitan Montreal, which has been diverse and extremely diverse over the years. And of course, I must say, also a bilingual city.
Yes, but
so that's one.
This is not a municipal election. This is a provincial election. And I understand exactly what you're saying as far as that Montreal. And I believe it, because we need to bring up the economy in Montreal. It's extremely multicultural. It's a melting pot of different nationalities. But this is not whether you're a small party or a big party, this is a provincial election. And to be taken seriously, you have to look at the province of you have to look at Quebec as a whole, not just the municipality of looking at Montreal, because at the end of the day, what's happening from, this is my standpoint, looking at it, is that that Bloc Montréal is segregating the rest of Quebec because they're only focused on Montreal. And this is not a municipal city election. This is a provincial election. And we have to take this very seriously and look at every party and candidate. So I'm going to ask the difficult questions because this affects the minorities, the majorities, and it affects, the younger generation and my generation. I want my children to be able to vote properly. I want to be able to vote properly. But what I'm understanding and seeing is that the issue is only looking at Montreal. So there's a huge segregation of not focusing on the province of Quebec and only on the island of Montreal. And that's the issue that I have.
Well, actually, not so, because when you're talking of, in the political realm of things, we're looking at Bill 96, 32, and 21. And that's not just Montreal. That's all of Quebec. So we're actually addressing many things that Quebecers are concerned about. And those things are important to all of us. Now, in terms of the Quebec election, we are part of the Quebec election. We are a provincial party. So therefore, we are looking throughout the whole of Quebec. In order to us to change, the direction of Quebec in terms of a premier, yes, we need to have enough candidates across Quebec so we can do that. But we realize that many of the issues that we all have to deal with, whether Montreal across Quebec, these things affect us all. So what we're doing is saying, okay, and I'm doing specifically saying, okay, where are we today? Are we looking at nation building? Are we looking at moving forward as a country, as a place that we all call home as Quebecers? Mm-hmm. And that respect, that has to be respected in terms of our contribution and who we are. And Montreal, yes, Montreal as a focal point for us, it gives us more of a position in order to address many of those issues that affect all of us here in Quebec.
I agree with 100%. You. I agree 100%. And you are a political party that is in Quebec, but you're focused on Montreal. However, your leader of your party stated that he was going to focus on the island of Montreal rather than putting candidates and campaigning on the outside, which is the provincial side, and spreading out to the province of Quebec. So this is where, for me, I just want to understand, because our listeners want to understand, they need to understand who to vote for, because this election is extremely important. We need to have change. There's a lot of focus on Montreal, which I believe there should be a party like Bloc Montréal to focus on the issues of Montreal. But this is, again, I understand you're a political party that is based in the province of Quebec, but your leader stated that he's focusing on the island of Montreal. So then it tells me that he's leaving out the rest of Quebec. We can talk about Bill 96 because Montreal is a part of Quebec. It does affect everyone, but you're only looking at the island of Montreal and not. I don't see any candidates anywhere else. I've looked in other parts of Quebec and I haven't seen any candidates from Bloc Montréal because your political leader stated he was going to focus solely on the island of Montreal to start. So I don't understand in a provincial election.
Okay. I hear you again. The fact is we have a candidate in Laval, so that's outside of Montreal. The fact is, again, the idea that Quebec, as part of Canada.
What about the other parts of, what about Sherbrooke and Victoriaville and all those other parts of, because there are other Quebec City. Yes, Laval is not, but how about the other parts of the province of Quebec that makes the melting pot of what Quebec is?
Well, the melting pot of Quebec, you look at the melting pot of Quebec is Montreal. The melting pot of Quebec is Montreal. And when you look at a party like we talked about before, we look at the amount of candidates that we can actually have across Quebec. And we could not spread ourselves too thin in terms of addressing the issues. If you look at the policies of our platform deals with across Quebec, throughout Quebec. It's not just Montreal, but the focus in terms of Montreal, it's about the strength of Montreal. It's about Montreal taking that leadership in terms of putting Quebec in a direction where all of us are respected. All of us become Quebecers. All of us have a right to terms of who we are as Quebecers, and not looking at the division that the CAQ and other parties have created in terms of talking about culture communities are on different levels.
Yeah.
As far as nation building, we cannot just build a nation of Quebec without Montreal, with the people of Montreal.
100%.
And we cannot just look at one aspect.
100%.
But the important part of what we're talking about is this: in order to have a seat, we need to be at the National Assembly in order to voice the views and the issues that is created within Montreal, within Quebec. We can address those things for all Quebecers.
I agree.
Because without having a seat, we cannot actually address it officially, and we cannot address it as positively as we can, as we should.
I agree. I think that you're a great candidate for LaSalle. And I asked you the difficult questions. I should have asked your party leader, but at the end of the day, you're on our show.
He gonna come on.
Honestly, Keaton, I think you're an amazing candidate. No, but you're an amazing candidate because I know that you're really for the people, the community. You have other candidates are for the community. So the questions I asked, you were able to answer very difficult questions that your party leader should be the one to answer actually. But for your district and everything, anybody who's listening, take a look at Mr. Keaton because he is absolutely amazing. For Marguerite Bourgeois, for LaSalle, because I'm telling you for myself, he is an amazing person, amazing leader, just like you have in the Darcy McGee. Joël de Bellefeuille is absolutely incredible and amazing. These are people that should win their riding, and that's just my personal opinion. But I would love to have a conversation with Balarama Holness.
No, we're going to invite Balarama. I'm going to send an email today. Mr. Keaton, before we let you go, Mr. Keaton, let us know, in terms of Marguerite Bourgeois, the district, LaSalle, whatsoever, why should people vote for you? What are some of the initiatives that you are willing to bring to the table? Why should I vote for you in LaSalle? I got a lot of black people in LaSalle.
That's right.
We know a lot of people that are nurses in LaSalle with that good bachelor basement. But why should people in LaSalle vote for you, Mr. Keaton Clark?
Well, I would say that my strength in LaSalle has been over the years. I've contributed towards the LaSalle development over the years with different parties at the time. And I believe that with our diverse LaSalle and a strong economic situation in LaSalle, we can build more cultural diversity. We can build more on the entrepreneurships that needed in LaSalle and culturally develop our landscape. Because our landscaping is very important, our cultural landscape is very important. I just want to refer to the, things like United Church, for example. The fact that we're looking at how we represent ourselves in Montreal when it comes to cultural patrimony, and we got to make sure we look at how we actually how we get the respect, how we develop ourselves in Montreal. In LaSalle is very important. LaSalle has always been a strong, independent form of a city, because it always stood out. It always had a strong diversity. And we want to continue that to contribute towards the overall development of Montreal as a whole. Now, I understand Ms. Salvenia, she speaks of Balarama Holness, our leader, and 100%, he is our leader. But let's look at the overall candidates.
He got to come on the show. He got Keaton Clark. When you come off this interview, you got to tell Balarama to come on the show.
Because I got a lot of questions.
Apparently, the real Svalana got some questions. I'm just here for the father.
It's political. If you know what,
she has a lot of questions for Balarama.
You know why? I have a great respect for everyone, but because this is so important, you know why I'm bringing this up, Keaton, is because of the fact I have 2 children that are over the age of voting age, okay? And they came to me and they said, listen, Mom, I don't feel that I understand who Balarama Holness is. He looks like us, but I'm losing traction. And then their friends came to me and said, he looks like us. However, there's a disconnect because I don't live on the island of Montreal. So the questions that I'm asking is really based on the fact this is the younger community from 18 to 26 that are asking me these questions. And that's why I said, you know what, I'm going to ask these questions. So I would love to have Balarama on to get these questions to him.
I hear you. Our platform speaks. The policy speaks about Quebec itself. I would suggest that anyone who wants to know more about Bloc Montréal and Balarama, keep Balarama. Our platform, our policy speaks of that. It addresses many of those things that talk about Quebec.
Yes.
So I understand what you're saying. As an individual, yes, I'll be very glad. I'm very supportive of him coming on the show. but let's look at the policies.
Yes.
Let's look at the platform. Let's look at what's going on today.
Even look at the candidates.
Let's look at what's affecting Quebec, us as Quebecers across Quebec.
Yes.
And every aspect of it, we all have a contribution that we need to make sure we address that at the National Assembly.
100%.
And that is what we want to do. Because when it comes to affordable housing, social housing, when it comes to the healthcare services, when it comes to a lot of these, the tax system, it affects all of us.
It does.
It doesn't matter what part of Quebec you live in, because we all are affected by the same issues, the same measures that's brought forward by the CAC and the government itself.
100%.
So we have to look at the overall. And the overall, so it's not a one party or one state or one area. It's Quebecers.
It's all of Quebec,
We have
the province.
all contributed over the years.
Yeah.
So in terms of what it is, each candidate respectfully addresses
100%.
the issues of their riding and district. But we have to
100%.
look at the effect of all of Quebec. And if one voice can make that change, if one voice can bring about that change that we can all understand, we can all work towards the common issues, then it brings about that change.
100%.
And change sometimes only starts with one.
And that's
So
why I say,
one is what it is.
and that's why I say to look at the candidates, to look in your borough and look at every individual candidate. That's why I personally feel that you are an amazing candidate for the Marguerite Bourgeois, which is LaSalle district. For Darcy McGee, Joel de Beaufort is an amazing candidate. Listen, I'm going by for
Balarama is an
He's
NDG.
an MDG.
We gotta get Balaram on the
He's an
show.
MDG. He hasn't come on the show yet, and
No,
I have a lot of
Sylvania.
questions because he's, like I said, he's the political. He's the political leader.
Sylvania, I understand. Sylvania,
Savannah.
I understand. There's a lot of questions you want to ask Balaram himself.
Yeah.
I respect that. The fact is, as a party, we're looking at the overall of Quebec and the change that we need to bring forward. And the Morning Detour speaks to all of us.
Exactly.
Because often enough, there's a detour here. We ought to make the changes that's necessary. And Bloc Montreal, like the Morning Detour, we're making those changes. If that detour has to bring people to an area or to a position that needs to change Quebec, that's what we're doing. So in that sense of it, let's move forward together. Let's look at what we need to do. Whether it's a one voice, a number of voices, we got to start because the changes are needed now.
We can move together, but let's not join
nation building.
We can build, but let's not put Bloc Montréal and Morning Detour show together, because at the end of the day, it's about humanity. It doesn't matter the color of or the race of a political leader. And if we're going to talk about nation, if we're going to talk about nation building, you know, my great grandfather is Cree, so we're going to talk about natives. If we're going to talk about nation building, so like that's why I tell people when I travel across the border, I'm like that person that they really don't like. I have dual citizenship. I'm Native. I'm Black. I'm Ukrainian, Russian. So I want to have a conversation with your political leader because he is.
So you're talking about our diversity.
Clearly, you want to get
Balaram.
I want to because people need to know who to vote for. It's important.
Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. We ain't got so much time. Mr. Keaton Clark.
I love Keaton.
How could the people of the Marguerite Bourgeois district, LaSalle, how could they go out on October 1st and vote for you? You represent the Bloc Montreal. You're a candidate.
Yes.
How can they come out and vote for you? They heard you speak. I love how you're talking.
I love Keaton.
I love what you're bringing to the table. How could the constituents of the Marguerite Bourgeois district in LaSalle come out and vote for you on October 3rd?
Well, on October 3rd, at the ballot, it'll be Keaton Clark, Bloc Montreal.
Yes.
Put your mark for me and allow me, give me the opportunity.
Yes, I agree.
To stand as the MNA in the Quebec National Assembly and have that voice to bring about the changes, speak of the things that we all talk about.
Yes.
And again, I'm just going to refer back to nation building because it is not when you have the CAC talking about nation building, you're talking about culture is not on the same level. We're talking about a collective. We're talking about moving forward still when it comes to the sovereignty and separation and division. So we have to look at that seriously. We have to look at the language issues that they've brought out. Bill 101 is 45 years old. Now we're talking about Bill 96. Bring it back again. That's continuing. So when we're talking about building, we're talking about diversity. We're talking about all the cultures who's been here. Whether it's the Greeks, the Italians, the Irish, the Blacks, everybody's been here. And we built Quebec as well.
Yeah.
So we cannot be denied. We cannot be put aside as it doesn't matter. Our contribution doesn't matter. We matter.
I
as a
agree with
people of
you.
Quebec,
I
we
think
matter.
you're a very
So,
strong candidate.
In terms of the one, I understand. I understand the idea of you saying Black Montreal, Baram Homeless. I understand what you're saying. Hey, invite him.
But we're talking about you right now. We're just focused on you and Marguerite Bourgeois because I personally believe that you're a great candidate for Ville La Salle. And I want people to go out and understand that they need to go vote for you because at the end of the day, sometimes political leaders don't win in situations, but parties and ridings win. And I want people to really focus on the fact that, you see, I asked you the difficult questions because I've worked on television, I've worked on news, so I'm going to ask you those difficult questions. And you're standing strong, you're pushing for the community. And that's what I want people to see. And that's the reason why I asked you those difficult questions so you can get the votes. So,
I accept those difficult questions, as you put it, but I find those questions is questions that we all need to be asked. We all need answers for.
100%.
And when it comes to 8 candidates, I am one, but we have more candidates out there in different districts.
Yeah.
And so therefore we need
But
to
hold on, Mr. Keaton.
Montreal.
But hold on, Mr. Keaton, because we're coming up to the end of the show right now. We want to thank you for being on the show. He's representing the Marguerite Bourgeois District, La Salle. Oh, man, it's going down. Black Montreal. Mr. Keaton, vote for him for La Salle.
Keaton's amazing.
Let's play some music. Make sure you come back before the election. Let's get this thing popping. I want to finish with some Sir, but that was Mr. Keaton Clark. Vote for him.
Yes.
Black Montreal candidate, Marguerite Bourgeois District, La Salle. Let's get it popping.
Woo!
I love the energy. I thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. Let's keep it going. Let's give us our voice in the National Assembly so we can represent all of Quebec and specifically talk about Montreal and the growth of Montreal that we need here to make sure that we can take care of the infrastructure repairs and the social housing issues that we have in Montreal and across Quebec. Thank you very much.
Flying down to Florida tonight, Miami where the water stays warm. Baby, we can do what we like. Baby, we can do what we want. Life is good, hey, another one. Life is good, hey, we do what we want. Hey, we do what we want. Life is good, hey, roll another one. Life is good, hey, we do what we want. Hey, we do what we want. Life is good, hey, car fast as fuck. Ain't got pulled over once while I was acting up. 120 on my way to Calabasas. I ain't taking any favors, I ain't giving any passes. Hey, I ain't gonna get it today. Maybe to Toronto where it's cold, everything but the weather, girl, I got it under control. And we could.
Yo, they went totally up. I don't know where they went. Where they went, I wasn't there. Oh, no, just shut over.